Hello, grammar and writing students. This is a short lesson about what is a topic sentence. So we'll talk about the basics and look at some examples. Topic sentence is the foundation for a good paragraph. Yes, it will be the first sentence in your paragraph, but it sets up to hold up your entire paragraph, much like a foundation for a building. It unifies your paragraph. One of the reasons I often tell people to put it as the first sentence or the second sentence is to allow for the reader to glance up to remind uh, themselves whether or not they are on topic with the paragraph. So a topic sentence has the following elements: a subject and a verb. That makes it a complete sentence. It's the main idea of your paragraph. It'll have one or two ideas, maybe up to three, that you're going to cover in your paragraph. And one thing to point out, it's not a topic. Sometimes people think, well, if I put a title at the top, that can serve as its topic sentence. No, it's part of the body of the paragraph, and it is a complete sentence. So here are some examples of topics, and some of them look pretty good. Maybe you think, oh, well, that could be a sentence, but they really aren't. Most of these are fragments. Dogs, obviously, is very basic. Why dogs are fun. Again, sounds a little bit like a sentence. Dogs, man's best friend. Again, lacking the verb. Dogs in their lives. How to take care of your dog. Again, this may sound like a sentence, but it's more of a title. It's not the topic sentence. Or loving your dog. So here are some topic sentences about dogs. Dogs are man's best friend. Dogs can be fun, helpful, and loving. My dog Benji is my best friend. My dog Benji is fun, lazy, and comforting. Or dogs can be a help to man, a worker for man, and a friend to man. So here's some notes to remember again, some basic tips. It's going to be the first sentence in your paragraph. It's going to be two or three areas that you're going to write about in the paragraph. And I always recommend brainstorm a little, even for a paragraph, so you don't get stuck or write about things you don't want to put in the paragraph. So if you looked at some of my topic sentences, you'll notice that they use parallelism. Parallelism is using the same type of word or phrase in a sentence. So here's an example. My dog Benji is fun, lazy, comforting, and these are all adjectives. And so I don't want to mix and match something like my dog is Benji is fun, lazy, and comforts me. Then I've changed the third one to a verb, and I don't want to do that. Here are some other examples. Dogs like to eat, sleep, and play. These are all verbs. Dogs enjoy eating, sleeping, and playing. These are ing words or gerunds. And dogs are entertainment, labor, and support. And these are all nouns. Again, you don't want to mix and match. So you can also put at the front of the sentence, swimming, running, and lifting weights are my favorite types of exercise. So again, some important notes of what we just covered. You want to use parallelism, which is the same type of words, gerunds, parts of speech, etc. Same types of phrases like an infinitive phrase or a prepositional phrase, a verb phrase. And you always want to use the same part of speech or basically the setup with the part of speech when you're using parallelism. Even if it's only two things, it's good to be balanced. So here are some simple topic sentences. I love eating out. Dogs make great friends. Studying is hard work. English is my favorite subject. Your topic sentence tells what you're going to write about in your paragraph. So my topic sentence here is English is my favorite subject. Of course it would be. I like to write. I enjoy the parts of speech. I enjoy reading literature. My English teacher is fun. And I would set this up in a paragraph, not just a list of sentences. So all the yellow sentences here support the topic sentence, and if I were reading this, I could look back up and say, oh yeah, that's about English, and this tells me why it's my favorite subject. So here's the paragraph, and as you notice, I've set it up as a standard paragraph. It says, English is my favorite subject. I like to write. I enjoy the parts of speech. I enjoy reading literature. My English teacher is fun. And then you see this second white sentence. This means that I've included a conclusion. You want to have a conclusion so that the reader knows, well, you're done, and it wraps up what you said earlier. You don't want to copy the first sentence word for word, but you want to at least indicate that part of that is in here. So I have English and favorite subject. So here's a diagram. Some of us like flow diagrams. So here's your topic sentence, and everything is connected. Support sentence 1, support sentence 2, support sentence 3 are all connected back to topic sentence. So here's the earlier paragraph I showed you with the topic sentence at the top, and if you were doing this, you could draw this diagram and then add in some ideas of how you would explain that. And if it didn't fit, if you can't draw a line to it, then it shouldn't be in this paragraph. So then, again, you must have a conclusion. It's somewhat repetitive of your topic sentence, but should be in different words, or at least have part of the topic sentence in there so the reader knows, oh, we're done with this topic. So here's my conclusion sentence. That's why I can't wait to get to my English class and study my favorite subject. So I recommend writing a brainstorm to create a paragraph and to build your topic sentence. And it only takes a minute or two to write down some ideas. If you're writing a paragraph, you probably want to write somewhere between 5 and 10 ideas. More than that would be a little harder to sift out. But if you only have 3 ideas, you may be a little thin, and you always want to make sure you have enough ideas so things don't fit, you can take them out. So here's my brainstorm on dogs, and you see I spent a fair amount of time looking at all these ideas. So this is way more than I need for a paragraph. Might even be an essay level brainstorm, but then I would still need to group them. So lots of ideas, lots and lots of ideas. So I need to start sort of sifting these out, pick things that match that will work for a paragraph. So this is what I came up with, the ones in red. Play with them, emotional ties, friends, talk to them, pet them. And these would work together in a paragraph about friends. So you can see that here. Again, you don't have to rewrite your list. Just check them off, number them, however you want to do that. So I've got enough for a paragraph. So here's my topic sentence. Dogs are man's best friend. Very simple. And so I could also choose another idea, like helping blind, using television guard as police used with earthquakes, hunting, show them. These are all working ideas, so maybe I could do a paragraph on that. So dogs are used to help man in various ways, including police work, disaster recovery, property guards, and personal service. And so this is a more complicated topic sentence. It's very thorough though, and it hits on all the ideas I'm going to explain. This wouldn't be the paragraph. I would need to explain these individual items. So to review, what do you need besides the topic sentence in a paragraph? Your topic sentence, 3 to 8 support sentences, what we call the body or details, and your conclusion. A lot of people want to write long, complicated, maybe run-on sentences and write one big one or maybe a couple and say, hey, I've got a whole paragraph. And I know you may see that in books, but for most writers who are doing this for high school or early college, you need to have a meatier paragraph. So there are 4 types of paragraph writing. There are others, and if you're taking a college class, you will find that there are variations on things like narrative. Could be a personal story, autobiography. It could be a biography about someone else. Descriptive, there's lots of descriptives, including definitions. Expository or informational essays, there's various versions of that. And then persuasive, having to do with arguments or making claims and proving those. So here's some samples topic sentences for each type. I'll just give you one so you can sort of see how a narrative paragraph would begin. I remember the worst day of my life. I can see in this sentence, oh, someone's about to tell a story. Descriptive, my dog is warm, fuzzy, and friendly. Lots of adjectives. I figure I'm going to get a descriptive. And I wouldn't start a narrative paragraph about my dog with this sentence and then start telling a story. Make sure they match. And sometimes your details lean one way or another, but if you find that your just topic sentence doesn't quite fit, then fix it rather than rewrite the whole paragraph. There are 5 steps to prepare fried chicken. An expository can be an informational step-by-step instructions, and you want to start off the paragraph with saying you're about to give instructions. And then persuasive. We must have a teen curfew, and you often will see that there's a demand here, and that clues the reader that you're about to try to persuade him or her to believe your idea. So after you finish your paragraph, this is your general check over. Check to see you have a topic sentence, not just a topic at the top. Make sure all your support sentences follow it. Check to see you have a conclusion. Now again, if you're writing an essay, which is multiple paragraphs, this will change a little bit because your body paragraphs will have a transition sentence. But for a single paragraph, which might be considered like a mini essay, you want to have a conclusion. And then make sure you proofread it. Use your computer to check, but also let it rest and you come back to it to make sure that you've caught all the errors. If you want extra help, I suggest talking to your instructor for additional worksheets. You can practice writing about anything. You can look around your room, around your house, think about your day, something that happened. How would you give instructions to someone to clean your house or take care of your pet? These are all ways you can practice writing, and you can write these in fairly short paragraphs so that you just get a real strong sense of how to do it, and you don't struggle when you start looking at writing a paragraph. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please contact me by email if you're one of my students, or put your question or comment in the comment section below. Have a great day.